T2RX6 here, back for another Transformers review, and today we're taking a look at Warpath. I just got him in the mail today, and I'm pretty excited to open him up, so I figured might as well do this right now. His bio is, wherever the fight is, that's where Warpath wants to be. His super heavy armor and powerful weapons means he doesn't have to worry about things like orders or tactics. He just heads straight for wherever the fight is heaviest, pouring fire into the enemy and hoping there's someone left standing to give him a good fight when he gets there. Oddly enough, his strength is only a 6. His intelligence is 6, speed 5, endurance 8, rank 3, courage 7, fire blast 7, and skill 5. And like all toys, he's got a launching missile. So yeah, let's get him open and we'll go from there. Alright, so I've got him out of the package here, and he's your standard fare, like, H-shaped tank. He rolls a little, not very well. Got the little tiny wheels at the bottom. Some nice silver paint apps for the treads. But it just seems like the way things are lined up, at least out of the package, he doesn't really sit down 100% straight, but that's okay. I don't roll my toys anyway. He has kind of what looks like the clip weapons, but they're not. They're just on a swivel. You can take the turret 360. It does have a little bit of up and down. I guess you could open the hatch if you want. It's kind of similar to his G1 self, but you hide his head in there. His missile goes in on the weapon that's on this side here. It works how it is because it looks like it's just an extra missile pod on the tank, and that's okay to me. What doesn't work is when you insert the missile in. I hate when they stick out like this, and I feel like I would cut it off, but since I never use it, I'm not really worried about it. So, yep, this is his alt mode. And I will take him to his bot mode, and we will see what we can do. Alright, so some people like to see the transformation, so might as well give it to him. And this guy has a pretty simple transformation that is very satisfying. The first thing you're going to do is push this closed. Well, lift up the tab, then push this closed. And you'll see his head's going to pop out on its own. Just to show again. Push it in, pops out. The instruction manual says you want to angle this forward, so it's like that. It really doesn't matter, however you want, I guess. And then take his weapons and put them up kind of like they would be if he were War Machine. From here, you take his legs and you kind of rotate them all the way around so he looks like this. Now, you take this little gray piece and start rotating it in so it's at a 90 like that, and then rotate this whole front assembly down. You'll see in here there's a tab, a hole to plug the tab into. It took me a little bit to fiddle with, but then I finally got it to snap in, and it should look like that. That is going to allow you to bring the front part of his torso down and plug it into the little tab there. So now you're mostly done. Now this part, the instructions don't tell you really. It just says flip this front up, but be careful because there's a tab here on the back that you have to separate it from first before you can rotate it. So separate those, rotate it up, and then so he'll look like this with some really huge feet. And I actually saw a mistransformation where someone thought it was like that. Take this, rotate these side panels on in so he has tank tread feet, and rotate the legs so they're forward. Now he is mostly done except for his arms. So you're going to come around to the back, open up these panels, which you'll notice are the 5mm clip points, by the way. Rotate it on around, and we'll do it for both sides here. Open, flip it, leave them open, and push the little tab for his wrist swivels, and close everything on up, and you've got Warpath ready to go. And I am using a crappy tripod again, so I apologize. I just didn't feel like breaking out the good one. Alright, it's cooperating great today. So you have Warpath, and he's pretty good. If you like a longer chest cannon, you could pull it out a little. It's really up to you. Again, you can still put his missile in here if you want him to be armed, but I don't really care. Other things I picked up, I got my Blesser in the mail yesterday. So we put him in his robot, or his target master mode real quick. And of course, well, that's actually, his fist hole is a little bit loose to try to hold someone like Blesser. Yeah, you can make it happen, but it doesn't work too great with the target master. But I assume he has a standard 5mm peg hole. In fact, let me check that. Alright, so just as a quick check, here is the target master from Perfect Effect, and it's a standard peg. As you can see, it can fit in his hand. And if I do say so myself, he looks pretty good carrying one of the Perfect Effect target masters. As for his range of motion, if you flip this tab up, you can get his head around a full 180 degrees. Arms 180, nice shoulder, a elbow swivel as well as an elbow joint, and nothing on his hands except little up down, but that's from transformation. Same thing for the other side. Legs, he's got the standard ball jointed hip piece, I guess. He's got an upper swivel, he's got a knee, and then he does have a little bit of foot motion there, but no other swivels. Well, I guess you could kind of swivel the actual panel if you want, but that's more due to transformation. So he's pretty good. Ultimately, in person, he's a little more brown, I guess, than I was expecting. He's not quite as maroon, but he's still awesome, and he's gonna look great on a classic shelf. And you can do the turret how you like. So he is an awesome little toy and well worth picking up, and I hope you guys find him in your area. I got mine from Hasbro Toy Shop when it showed up, so keep your eyes out there. There's a good chance that it will show up again. Alright guys, so this is T2RX6. I will see you next time.